2K Sports for NBA action this Sunday afternoon. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Victor Wembanyama.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. Irving and Thompson fill out the wings. Daniel Gafford is out there with Derek Lively. And it's Doncic in at the 1. And for the Spurs, Vassell and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Up front, they're going with Johnson and Wemby. And it's Paul in at point guard.
RJ, for the few teams already suffering big-time injuries, how do they keep up their spirits? How do they keep going?
I feel like the term next man up is overused, but what it comes down to is you need to have faith in the guys you have available.
Now, a look at Dallas' starting lineup. Irving on the wing along with Thompson. Derek Lively is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Doncic in at the point. Count it.
Daniel Gafford.
Here's Paul. Shoots over Doncic. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Irving with it. And it's Vassell picking him up. In transition, here comes San Antonio. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
Credit to Vassell for staying active.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alden.
Well, Kevin, Greg Popovich and I talked for a few minutes. We talked about the strategy for taking on a guy like Luka Doncic. He told me that the thing is Luka steals all the attention out there, which allows his teammates to find open looks, so we're not going to let him distract us on defense. So it sounds like they'll be focusing on defending against Luka and company, not just Luka. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing, showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Wembanyama.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And he gets it to go. Wembanyama's got 8. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Spurs.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Lively against Johnson. Out to the right wing. To the middle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes, their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. So it's the Spurs now, after the miss from Klay Thompson. Stolen by Lively. And Gafford throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Doncic against Paul. Now, here's Doncic. D right on him.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence. And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Thompson misses. Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 14-6 run. Johnson finds Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Barnes with it. He's covered by Irving. Johnson gets the bucket.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Here's Lively. Hasn't made one yet. A nice shot by Irving.
Going right back at them, Kyrie answers with a 3 of his own. Woo.
Here's Paul. He takes it in. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on LUKA Doncic. And Greg, at the time Kyrie joined Dallas, there were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now they're trying to build around those 2 guys.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Doncic. San Antonio with the rebound. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a death sentence.
Yeah, they really got held down in that one. If you can't get points on the board, then you're pretty much beat no matter what. He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Here's Wembanyama. He's got 10. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wembanyama, no good. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts. Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Vassell.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
32 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Doncic from the arc. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And this is the type of game you just throw away as a player. He has yet to score a point and looks completely flustered.
San Antonio again missing. Doncic looking it over. Plays it up and banks it in.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
He got it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at LUKA Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Outside, the wings are Vassell and Barnes. Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Paul in at the 1. So that's who San Antonio starts the second.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Vassell against Irving. Vassell grabs the board. And San Antonio shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to dominance. He saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Wembanyama. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Doncic passes to Gafford. And the rejection by Wembanyama. From past the arc. Vassell, no good. Dallas has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
There's Wembanyama using his size inside.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And the shot goes in. And 12 points for Johnson. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
It's good from long range. Vassell's got 5.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Barnes outside. Johnson for 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. So a moment now to see the story for Victor Wembanyama.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Doncic.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
You know, Greg, with a combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Doncic. Gafford with the steal. Pass to Irving. Thompson in the corner. The offensive rebound. Irving kicks to Thompson. That 3 off the mark.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Vassell wide open. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 3 assists now in this one. Now, here is Irving. He had 22 points in the win against San Antonio. This one for 3. No good. Shot missing.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Thompson with it. Chris Paul covering. Thompson passes to Gafford. Over Johnson. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Gafford.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 40% since the beginning of the second quarter. And the dunk by Doncic.
And if you give Luka just a sliver of daylight, this is what you get.
San Antonio leading by 3 and stolen by Irving. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the... Oh, that's the highlight of the night. WEMBY.
And we talk about how WEMBY makes the wow plays. Wow.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Here's Gafford. Makes it off the glass. Gafford's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
And the basket by Vassell. 35 seconds left to play in the first half. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Doncic kicks to Irving. Thompson outside. Some nice passing here by Dallas. The 3 for Doncic. Doncic knocks in the 3.
And the defense has to be aggressive with LUKA from range. Give him any space, and he is looking to pull.
Vassell outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Mavericks shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
You love Thompson's dedication to the game. He's dealt with some tough injuries, but he never stopped looking ahead. Always focused on making his return to the court.
Doncic steps on the gas. 2 on the clock. And that one released in time, but no good. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Greetings, everybody.
When I look at San Antonio, they knew it was going to be a tough year. And I got to say, it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges.
Moving on, the Mavs find themselves in a battle. Close matchup so far.
My bed is the best you can buy, but it ain't as soft as their defense right now. They got to shore up that side of the ball.
I think Shaq needs a nap. Somebody's tired of watching bad D. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
What stuck out to me was how easily he read the defense and found those cracks for his guys to exploit.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. The star backcourt, Doncic and Irving are the guard set. Derek Lively is out there with Thompson. And it's Gafford in at the 5.
Aggressive play by Johnson, pushing through the foul, insisting on getting his shot.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
When you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. Are patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They've led by as many as 11 points and stolen by Irving. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Inside, Victor Wembanyama.
And this is why many are excited about Wembanyama's future. Such a unique, versatile player and scorer.
Doncic passes to Gafford. Back to Doncic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Sunday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Doncic with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And Doncic gets it to go.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
That one falls. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind. It's fun to watch. And it's in there.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
Johnson, the pass to Wembanyama. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Irving. And the shot is good. Irving's got 10 points.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And for Klay Thompson, Richard, he's entering a different part now of his career.
And it happens to all of us. Father Time is undefeated. But Klay's game, his ability to hit threes as an elite level, that is not going anywhere, Kevin.
On the wing, Johnson. Driving to the basket. Misses from close range. Mavericks trail by 3. Irving attacking. Thompson from long range. That shot no good.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
To the wing on the left. Spurs working the ball around now. And they'll get another chance. Wembanyama. Mavericks with the rebound.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Doncic outside. For the tie. A deep shot falls for Doncic.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Wembanyama down low. Covered by Gafford. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Defensive foul.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Spurs.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
Here's Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
1:11 left in the third. Here's Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
Both shots good from the stripe. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, WEMBY averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar. And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Here's Gafford, and Gafford throws it down.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Here's Paul, and the rejection by Gafford. Here's Doncic. Doncic powers it home.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, boy, he is almost unguardable.
Wembanyama. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Doncic. From deep three-point land, it's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
San Antonio foul.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. And it's Barnes in at the 3. That's the San Antonio 5. The 3 for Doncic.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
With the drive. Outside Irving. Pass to Thompson. To the inside. Banked in off the glass. Gafford's got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Ball finds Wembanyama. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Irving passes to Lively.
His passing has always been a staple of his career. Not too many are better at dishing than Kyrie.
A 3 from Wembanyama. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Paul kicks to Johnson for the 3. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
And this is fun to see. Johnson getting to his spots on the floor and just going to work.
Out to Thompson. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Paul. Spurs trail by 3. Pass to Castle. Spurs passing it around. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
A big night for Wembanyama is a career night for most players.
Doncic against Barnes. And Gafford throws it down.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Wembanyama, that's for 2. And a little luck that time, but it drops. 31 points for Victor Wembanyama. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Mavericks foul. Daniel Gafford. 4th personal foul.
And it's tied up with that one.
The thing I love about Chris Paul is that he is so focused on making his teammates better. Every team would love to have a floor general like that.
Pass to Barnes. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Gafford against Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Ball outside. To take the lead. And the rejection by Gafford. And they're able to recover. Shot clock at 6. San Antonio again missing. Dallas has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Doncic with it, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
All free throws good from Doncic.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunities.
Wembanyama. That shot, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. The lead is 2, and it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Thompson from long range. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists now in the game. Irving with it. He's picked up by Paul, and that one good.
Great hustle there from Kyrie in the paint, outworking the defense and finding a quality look.
Paul for 3. Rebounded by Gafford.
Questionable shot selection on that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Johnson with the block. And on the way from Irving for 3. Kept alive.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Second personal foul. 14 foul.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here. For the Spurs, this one's not looking good. Barnes left side. Wembanyama passes to Paul. They need this. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. The shot's good from Gafford.
Yeah, such a creative playmaker. Love seeing Irving find the open teammate and make the right pass.
Back to Paul. And Wembanyama launches it from deep. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Mavericks leading by 11. Irving with it. Guarded now by Barnes. And Gafford throws it down.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Here's Wembanyama. And the shot goes down. Wembanyama has got 18 points now here in the second half.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Mavericks.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins. .40 seconds left in the fourth. Paul outside. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Johnson kicks to Paul. Johnson, the pass to Paul. Johnson with a screen on Irving. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You have to appreciate Johnson's effort there. He just stays with it and keeps coming.
And both free throws good for Johnson. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. And that one's good. Doncic. Doncic has got 30 points.
And inside, LUKA knows the bucket is there, so he is willing to fight for it.
Knocked loose. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And so he hits both.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg.